I am ready.
Go.
So we just finished off the big fight against the warlord, and we entered a weapons stash where Tamber finds a club with giants writing on it. That Magni reads that it's a magic great club. Don't know what type yet. Didn't find anything else of note in the room, so Moo tries to leave, and it triggers a magnet trap, and all the weapons in the room come flying at Moo, hit her hard and fast, and has no movement speed. Seeing that, Tamber and Xylus try and go through, I believe, and both are agile enough to dodge the weapons, but also getting affected by the magic trap. That Tamber dispels it. Then Magni uses the new Great Magic Club to open a locked door to try and figure out the ability in the southern stairwell. We just know it's magic. We don't know exactly what yet, I don't believe. Along the way, we find a young centaur woman, Licia, who came to negotiate with the warlord for her brother's release. She doesn't want to come with us, but she'll stay there waiting for her brother. We continue going up, and we hear some noises. So Magni tries to sneak back down to cast some buffs, but that doesn't go so well, and we ended up fighting some Cyclopses and a Minotaur. Of course, we killed him. We find a statue of the Titan Heragon, and for some reason, Tamber offers gloves of missile snaring to the statue. Still shaking my head at that one. We end up finding the hostages of the two centaur heroes, including the brother Pyramidius, I believe, or brother of Licia. I'm bad at that, but such it is. We end up having some big drama, a lot of miscommunication, and they left on bad terms, but we do end up freeing them from the jail and they run. Oh, this is when we head up to go fight the warlord. Zarkroth, sorry. It was another big fight with 6 giants and other people that we had fought before. My bad. But the warlord has a pocket healer, Faye Belladonna. Moo turns into a dragon. Calyx takes some big hits. They try and blind Moo, but she has blind sight and it doesn't work. End up getting calls for reinforcement of Kronk and Clank, the giantin people. And I use my breath weapon as a dragon. Tamber holds Monster and Belladonna. Zack calls for heals. Bella heals. Bella runs away. Zack runs. They clump up in the back room. Magni throws the javelin of lightning 3 times, but we determine we can't do that again in the future. Tamber does a fireball against all the enemies, but Moo's immune and Magni has advantage. Evie ends up getting the killing shot on Warlord Zack there, and we end up fighting the rest of them. Bella heals Kronk, but goes down, then Clank goes down, then Bella tries to dominate me, I save, Bella runs away, I tell the group where she is, Magni runs after Bella, Bella face steps, disengages, but Calyx comes up from behind, while Magni then kills Bella. We find a whole lot of loot, an honor blade, and a note that's evidence of him trying to unite the tribes against Alereth. We find Aresia, sorry. We find the Ambrosia, a amphoria that he is keeping next to Zack's bed. We go down to the ground floor on our way out and meet Lord Argus, the father of both the children. Not the best there either, but we determine we're just going to go our way, he goes his way, release all the animals before we burn the tree down. We return to the city of Aresia and do a little bit of 3 days travel to get there and do some knowledge and talking to people. We find out about a vampire and some lost sunken treasures and a whole lot of other stuff. And currently we're back in town trying to figure out what we want to do.
Alright, thank you for the recap. So I'll recap next week, which won't be next week, the next week before that week. So it'll be in December. So December 5th, EB, you'll have recap.
Aye, aye.
Alright, as you guys do get another fame point. I forgot to give you that last time. How many fame points do you have right now?
Hold on, I have that in.
think with this one is 10.
No, this one's 11.
You sure?
I have 11 as
Yes.
well.
All right, so your perk in effect is you're often recognized in large crowds of people. If you move through crowds in areas without moving stealthy, there's a 25% chance that you'll be mobbed by admirers for 1 hour.
Well, that sucks.
That doesn't sound like a boon.
Well, they're not all good. The more fame you get, the worse it gets. Because you're more popular. But you may get some good stuff as well. There is a good one in there, actually. You can actually get a gift. A present.
Awesome.
Alright, what do you guys want to do? Because you were told the story about this vampire person that was once the king of this place 500 years ago. Sealed away. Far off in the lands of the peninsula, in a hidden remote spot. Unknown to where it is, but there might be somebody who does know it. Likely the queen, but I don't know if she wants you to go there. Or you can ask the council until you finish your mission. Or maybe find somebody worthwhile around here that may know the information that you seek. Is another one. But it's up to you what you guys want to do.
And given some time to think, Amber has put together some questions that he would like to ask the group and find out where they're really moving towards. This is all about finding 3 magical items to ascend to godhood. Is that truly what all of us wish? Is to ascend as gods?
I mean, is that
Do we have
our
to
goal, or do we want to just keep these out of the hands of people?
But they rest in powerful hands, and everything comes back to involving Narcissus, and that's going to be under the Queen's nose. Are we going to come in a show of force? Are we going to stealthily? How are we going to get back to Narcissus and complete this task and all the steps that need to be done?
Do we think Narcissus would help us if we killed the queen first? Or if we ended up killing the queen before getting his help?
Narcissus is involved because he believes he's going to ascend too, but whether or not the queen is of importance to him is really hard to tell at this point.
Yeah, as you recall remembering that he had stated that he's comfortable and doesn't want to leave. That she gives him what he wants. As he chose to be there in that prison. Because he has everything he needs. Mirrors to look at himself. A fey creature to sing to him. And has plenty of food and wine as much as he splendors. As he does not want to be out in the world of mankind, knowing that he's not immortal anymore.
In Tamber's mind, he believes that the Carpathos, the Tomb of the Vampire, and the final step are kind of related together. They're both going to be under the ire of the Queen. So it almost makes sense, if we want to do something now, that we should go look for that Promethean flame. That seems something that's away from her eye, and I mean, maybe not from her knowledge. It is one step that we need along the way, but I believe the 2 steps are the other 2 are kind of combined. Because it says in the stuff that Red posted, for hundreds of years the tombs have been forbidden to all and guarded by elite Aresian warriors. So obviously she knows where it is because she's supplying troops.
I personally am pro godhood in that I would do a better job than all these yahoos.
That is true.
We could
Kinda.
always ascend and then destroy them.
I'm kind of pro Godhead too. But shouldn't we? There might be another way to figure out how to get into the tombs. The honor blade that we got is for one of the leaders of one of the armies here, correct?
Yes.
We already gave it to the lady to give to him, right? Or
Yes. We
Do
did.
it in her own time. In the meantime, she's still on duty.
Could we ask her if there's a way inside? And we still have business here, Tamber. We do have to deal with the Shadow Council at some point. Because they do have Moo's daughter.
Now the question is, do you want to get Moo's daughter now and then sail the seas with her daughter?
We don't even know if her Moo's daughter's in town right now. Last time we checked, she wasn't.
I was just saying. I was referring to like the risk of her getting injured.
Eaten.
Yeah, or eaten.
I mean, I understand, and I think everything involves around the city for the final task. We have to bring down the queen. We have to get to Narcissus, and we have to get this tomb. Those are three. I mean, I don't even know if this tomb's anywhere near it. It could be a million miles away. But the queen seems to have the knowledge. So we need to find or figure out another source of. And I think that the Siren City may be a good distraction while coming up with a plan to handle the other three.
it's the water breathing I'm having an issue with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since my bow doesn't use real arrows, can they travel underwater?
Oh, magical arrows, yeah. Well, it's still since you're
Because they're
plucking-
radiant arrows, yeah.
I know. No, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't impede it. You don't have disadvantage in the water with it, as long as it's magical. If it's actual arrows, you'll have disadvantage. But if you have crossbows, you don't have disadvantage because it's mechanical. It's up to you. Whatever you guys want to do, you can think upon it. Hear more rumors around the city. At the moment, I would say at this point, you could go off by rumors and find it yourself, but you would have to fight the warriors to get into the tomb, because they won't let you in. Even if you are the Dragon Lords, to know that vampire gets out, it'll destroy everything that they work for. And especially if the vampire corrupts one of you guys, you could say goodbye to your character. Another factor is you either take down the Shadow Council and hope to God that everything's okay with the daughter, or you somehow manipulate the queen that you're willing to work with her and get some information. But I remember recalling you guys didn't want to work with the dragon because you thought he was, obviously full of himself, and you guys didn't want the power. So now it's obviously hard to tell if you have a second chance to even come back to him, because then he's going to think you're going to grovel to his feet, which you're not going to probably.
Definitely
If you
not
come
like
towards
them.
him with all the pieces and give him a different view on why. The mystery that the fact that he can talk to Belmetria, which is really, really strange.
In low key, that's one of the things that is rattling in the back of Timber's mind. He's very interested. He's been searching about the dragons, especially Belmetria, since going to their tomb and seeing that it's empty.
And the fact that the Queen of Death isn't dead is scary as well. You saw her die.
I'll put it out there, like, above game, I don't want my character's backstory to drive our story so much that I know in game Moo wants her daughter, but out of game, I don't want that to be our driving force. I want my daughter, but I don't want to screw our entire storyline just for her. Like, that was just a backstory I had made. I didn't know it was going to be like this. You know what I mean, guys?
There's gotta be weight to it, right?
It does, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never expected the price for getting your daughter back to be killing the queen of this town or city.
Exactly.
Uh, You guys think we can convince the queen to let us have a shot at destroying the vampire? Because we did take out that warlord that was about to take over her town.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
And gods.
I think they'd let us have a
Well, yeah,
shot.
I
At it.
think everything that has to do with the queen is either going to be a show of strength or extreme subterfuge and stealth. We either have to, make her feel that she's threatened by our might, or we have to do it behind her back. I don't think there's reasoning with her.
I don't think it's worth threatening.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth threatening. She can probably have us killed.
Yeah.
And also, like,
Unfortunately, there's no might of mythos to back us. So, I mean, we can't call upon anybody at this point, really. So,
telling the queen that we are back from the warlord, she knows that that one of the relics was with him. So she'll know that we either retrieved it and are keeping it for her, or like we hooked up somehow, which are both bad.
That's why,
Even if it would-
likely, as Narcissus had mentioned, this power of godhood to you guys, and not correlated towards the queen, as there is a separation for sure, because he doesn't want her to know, likely, to become immortal, as only those chosen to become immortal, as you could tell, there would be only enough for only a few people to become gods, not everybody.
Yeah.
But the wrong people becoming gods could be a horrible act into the next generation, especially the fact that the people who become gods will have to prepare themselves for the next big fight in the far, far future. As Pythor had did against, obviously, the Titans, you will have to as well. As the dragon line lineage will always thrive, as long as people wish to save people. There's always a way to kind of be a god in a way to thrive that long. Depending if your race can live like thousands of years, then yeah, sure. But most races can't live that long.
I don't want another Sidon. I don't want another Lufaria just roaming around.
I agree.
True.
Unless it's us.
We won't be that.
Does the queen even know about the items?
And that in
we
your
have
lineage,
to assume what the Narcissus knows, the queen knows.
plus your lineage in the world, like if you decide to have children, you would make a demigod.
Mm-hmm.
I say we keep that information away from her, but we did deal with her warlord issue.
So
And we could say that the next threat is this vampire.
He
we
wasn't
could
so
tell her we
concerned about the
destroyed it.
warlord. I
Yes.
apologize. Sorry. Go ahead.
We could tell her we destroyed the ambrosia if she asks.
Yes.
Full tail.
And if that doesn't fall through, we can talk to our captain friend to see if maybe she knows a back way in, or a way that we can sneak in.
Now, did the queen actually mention anything about Zarkroth being a problem, or did the guards mention it? Do we get the quest from the shield guy with the missing hand and the honor blade, and then the other place? Or did the Queen actually mention that Zarkroth was a problem?
I mean, I think it was a commonly known
Rumor.
issue around town.
I get that,
That this
but
guy
is
was a
she
threat to the city.
concerned about it, or were the people concerned about it? There's a big difference.
About the warlord being a threat?
Remember?
Yes.
Yes,
I
I
think
don't
the Queen
remember
should
taking
have
notes on that
to deal
one.
with it.
I mean, I know they seemed fairly confident in their defense of the city, but and who knows?
I think we should leave the city for a little while, let things calm down again, and gather our strength before we deal with anything further here.
I
Because
mean,
if we're going after a vampire, that's big.
yes, I want to make some holy water before we do that. My notes are that we do learn about the fortress that was recently built, and the guy leading an army of centaurs, gygons, and minotaurs, and some have hostages and they're royal, that we should talk to the queen for more information. And she's the one that provided us the scout to go north from gate number 10.
Correct.
So she totally was involved with us going against him.
Mhm.
I mean, we should at least check. I mean, we might even get a reward of sorts. We haven't really talked to anyone after defeating him. Did we grab a trophy to prove that we killed him?
No. We burned the fortress.
Well, the good thing is, they don't have
You
to
have to
worry
know-
about them anymore. But the bad thing is now they can prepare their force to attack Mithros in the far future.
That's
I said
future us
whenever-
problem.
Yeah. Why is it that whenever we do something good,
There's
never
always a
that good.
negative, yeah.
Like the queen of insects coming back for us.
I would say future us has to worry about the insect overtake
Yeah, the
and
insects
the
is
ketamine
the
coming back.
worst thing. That'll be like all factions uniting.
That's gonna go on great in this current political climate.
Dang it, I didn't think that was going to be a threat for like thousands of years.
Are the bugs? No, they can. In the lore, they can populate an army in a few years. Their lifespan is very short.
Guess I probably wouldn't have opted to let him go. Had that been
We
common
really didn't
knowledge.
know.
Yeah,
We
but
all
you
got
needed
kind
them
of
for the
with
fight,
the urgency
so
of the
who
dungeon
hell?
and stuff. Yeah.
She did like fucking 70 points of acid damage to that one guy.
Yeah. Alright. So what's it going to be? Vampire or sirens?
I say sirens for now.
I would say vampires.
We can't vote until Magni's back fully.
Oh, fair. Sorry.
Which one do you think is going to be tougher?
Vampire.
I think the issue is that we'll have to deal with like probably water breathing down below.
What I think is that there's going to be consequences more for doing the tomb than there is going to be for doing the sirens. And I think that's going to lead to, a chain event or consequences, like I said. They're
Oh,
going to
changes
know and
within the
stuff.
city?
Yes, I mean, maybe the queen's not. This seems to be, like I say, out of her feel and purview, and that we're not doing it on her city against her guards and her boo and stuff like that. I think that's really gonna, pick up the pace once that happens.
Okay, I'm willing to go do the sirens thing if we can find enough potions or have a solution for water breathing. Because only, I believe, Evie and Tamber have the ability to breathe water.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't have any way of dealing with it.
What the person is going to offer you when they hire you on the boat ride, as they were very excited to meet you guys. So you never know. Maybe they have stuff fitted up for you.
True.
But you'll be on the sea again for a long time. It depends on you guys if you want to do a long voyage again. You're not going to do 60 days, but you're going to probably be out there for a while.
Hey, we took out the Kraken.
Oh yeah, now there's new evils.
We took out a Kraken. There might be multiple.
Another one. Cracky Jr.
Cracky Jr.
Crack eye.
I totally want my Hyalokala to be looking for an egg while we're doing things. That he should be able to sense it, hopefully.
It'll take some time. They would have to go travel further.
All right, Magni's back. So, what's the vote here?
Alright, 1 for sirens, 2 for vampire.
0-0.
Yeah, they're both exciting
No.
places to go to. I will say the Sunken Temple is going to be a long haul adventure, but well rewarded. The vampire, you'll have to find information how to get there and how to potentially manipulate people to tell you where it is. But it would be difficult because the fact that most people don't want him out.
Yeah, but we can also use that. Like, if we can vanquish it for good, then that's one less thing that they have to worry about.
That, or you bring the disease out and you kill everybody.
We screw up with giving a track record.
Once the magical wards are gone, they cannot be recasted ever again. So it's like a one and done.
So if we
If you mess up royally, you
we're
will
cracking the whole thing open.
obliterate Aresia. And then Aresia will obliterate Mithros, and so on. So if you don't feel like you're confident enough, then don't do it. But if you feel like you can do it,
I feel confident, and it's something that we have to do eventually. It's not like we can just.
Well, you don't have to. Like, the campaign is over. This is just extra stuff. It all depends on.
But you know what I mean. Like, if we're doing this chapter, we have to eventually get all 3 items, so we have to go in there. And I feel more comfortable going to a tomb when we have a paladin on our side. Versus, we don't know what's gonna happen in the depths.
I mean, I'd like to take a few days before we'd go for the vampire to slowly make some holy water and stuff.
Of course, we'll take a few days to prepare, but like I feel more comfortable going to the tomb than going to the Lightless Dark.
But like Tamber said, it could totally piss off the queen, and now we're at war with the whole town.
I think we might be able to spin it.
But we have no spin needed for the sirens, but we still need to do it at some point too. Because we need 3 pieces. That has one, that has the other. We have one. Either way, we need to do both. Over a long trip, I can make a barrel full of holy water. Just splash that, thunder wave it at it. You never know.
Above game, I just feel like I feel like the tombs first. And going off into an underwater siren city is probably the last thing you do.
Sounds that way too.
You're thinking. That's just me
Look, I'm
thinking.
ultimately
Plus,
democratic and will do whatever everybody says, but I think there's a chain of events that's going to happen. I mean, just from what he posted in there that says Aresia's guards are protecting that tomb. So once we open that tomb, we are almost committing war with Aresia.
Well,
I mean, what we could do is we could check with the queen first.
yeah, we don't have to commit bloody
If
murder to get
if
into the
she
tomb.
lets us in, then we could do the vampire first. If she
We've
says
hidden it for
no, it
500
stays.
years.
If she says no, it stays sealed. Then we can do the sirens first.
Wait a second. Maybe my keen mind's kicking in. Isn't the painter, the magical painting that was in the gallery, projected this guy? And the painter of that painting was desperate to get a painting of Narcissus, right? And was willing to do different things. Maybe he has some information on this wolf guy more so than what we know right now, which is the vampire warlord. He might be somebody outside of the queen that we can talk to. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that.
yeah, any lead's a good lead.
Yeah, if you want to check.
See the harm in trying.
Moo not good at talk. Stand back. Go forward. Encouraging you guys.
So, do you guys want to head to the art district first?
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Name it started with a T. I can't quite remember. Right, Eric can't. Amber has keen mind. He remembers everything from the last 30 days.
Yeah, so the best bet is talk to the queen if you want to go to the burrows to head towards the tombs of Carthagos.
It has to be from the queen.
It has to be. Or else you'll be fighting elite warriors to get in.
Wait.
But even if you do find the location, you'll have to fight them.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
will bring a whole.
And that will start a war.
I guess
For
I'm not
sure.
sure why we have any hesitancy about talking to the queen. It's not like we've made enemies over her or anything. In fact, I feel like
very
she
true.
probably owes us a reward for taking out the other warlord.
Moo wants her dead. That's the only reason.
Who's dead?
Moo wants the queen dead to get her daughter, but
Yeah,
is not going to go outside of the group for that.
yes. Like I said, I think it'd probably be best to talk to the queen. If she lets us go after the vampire, then we can do that first since it's closer. And probably
What
not
if she
as
says
big as
no?
Kentucky.
Hot take. What's the plan if she says no?
And maybe, flexing, killing the sirens might sway her after that. I don't know. I mean,
If it leads back
it's
to
not like
killing
we.
the sirens, we might as well have the Promethean flame and come at her with 2 pieces and say that we need this 3rd piece. I think that's a lot more persuasive.
But we
than
don't
saying
want her to know we have them.
Yeah, we don't want to let the queen know that we have them.
Okay.
I mean, was the queen in any particular way like
She
wanting
is.
these items?
You can tell that she's trying to help. She's trying to help her husband. Her husband is Narcissus. She will do anything in her power to help him.
So if we can spin it that he asked us to get these for him, then that should probably open a path
But that's
for
letting her
discussion.
know we have them, and he didn't let her know he wanted them in the first place for a reason.
We don't have to tell her what these things are for.
I think she can put 2 and 2 together.
And we also don't have
That's
to tell her
amazing.
that's why we're going after the
Well,
vampire.
Ambrosia has been a history across the land for generations. People know what it is. But to them, it's like a folktale. It's not real. But to some, it may be real. like that perfect olive.
But I mean, you remember from Greek mythology what the Promethean fire was. That's the first time man stole fire from the gods. I mean, that was the boon of civilization, the dawn of man. That's got to be a pretty powerful artifact.
Going to go talk to the queen can't be. We should at least try it. We are here. We've been in this city for a while. We should at least try it before we leave.
Okay.
You probably go sooner than later, seeing as we did her bidding. Not to disrespect her again. I mean, we traveled all over this city before we went on that quest,
And
but
we
went to
left
her
without
last.
telling her.
Hmm?
We left without telling her after she told us to let her know so she can get a scout for us.
She did give us a scout.
Didn't we? Did we take the scout for the queen or the scout from the temple?
Yeah, from the temple. I think we left the scout from the queen.
We did not take the scout for the queen because we didn't want to
Oh,
snitch.
I forgot that.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, so she's already gonna be a little huffy.
And we can just feign ignorance. Just be like, oh, sorry, we forgot. Oops.
Yeah. When in doubt, lie.
It was dressed in the uniform of one of your guards. I thought it was yours.
Yeah, we can just tell her that we thought all guards report to you. The guards offer a scout, so technically you offer a scout. But you know, what I'm trying to say is like, we don't want to
I'm getting it now.
lower our standards by keep doing stuff behind her. If we can just make her feel important, like, oh, the Dragon Lords keep coming to me.
Feel so James Bondy, where we all know each other's steps way ahead of time, but we can't do anything about it. I'm gonna sit here and pet my white cat and tell you the story so you can defeat me.
In my day.
So let's go talk to the queen.
You're the queen.
Yes.
Alright, as you guys spend your time conversing and eventually getting to the gates of the Queen's gates, as you see the guards there before you, as they hoped, what's your business?
We wish to talk to the queen about an errand that she sent us on. We complete and we wish to inform her.
Who are you?
We're the Dragon Lords.
I've heard that before. Right.
Really, you haven't seen us?
No. I could care less. Dragon Lords are a washed up bunch of individuals.
Washed up.
Xylus.
He's entitled to his opinion.
They are the servitudes of Mithros. Such a weak country.
I mean, we
These
did
wash-ups
take care of
are-
your guys' problems too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes?
You guys sitting here behind your nice fancy walls. Must be
Well,
nice.
I'll give contact towards the Queen and see if it that she may either accept your request or not. I suggest
Well, if you let the queen know that we killed Lord Zakroth.
you
that we
killed
put
Lord Zakroth. Well, that's astonishing.
She herself gave us this mission.
I'll
If you just
believe
let her
you
know,
when
I'll stand
I
here.
hear it.
I'll stand down and wait. Just go let her know. I believe the magnitude of that command alone will give
If you're
us.
going to wait here, you're going to be waiting here a long time then, that's for sure.
No. If you'll give her that message, or I can give her a sending if that's what you'd rather. She'd rather hear it from me than you.
Right. Well, you can wait out here and look pretty. The forecast is calling for rain soon. I hope you enjoy yourself. As he heads inside, as another guard takes his place.
Couldn't play nice, could you guys?
Hey, we did them a big favor, and this is how they treat us?
We're nobodies here. We're not in Mithros.
What do you mean, nobodies?
They know where we're staying.
Yeah, you are nobody's here. They're not gonna. Nobody is going to
Yeah,
applaud you, give you parades.
Hey, you saved the guys that we want to kill. Good job.
Because of Magni's great grandfather fucked everything over.
He would.
He did. He totally started a war that he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
This is a creature I'm familiar with. I just put sending up in the roll 20. I'm going to send the queen a message.
It
You have
doesn't.
killed-
It doesn't send, as she does have magical words against it. You can tell as soon as you try. You can tell it doesn't. It's kind of like you're hearing like an AOL noise in your thing, like a reception
Your
issue.
call could not be completed at this time.
The queen is not. She has her own defenses for sure, especially for those that see fit.
Look, the queen has eyes in the city, so she probably knows that we're staying in Magni's family estate.
As 3 hours pass, you have no answer. As you're depending if you guys still want to wait out there for 3 hours. As rain is starting to plummet down the ground, little droplets on your armor.
You can wait at Magni's place for a little bit. Moon here to make.
As you likely can tell, even as the Dragon Lords, you do not have authority to just see anybody you like. You'll have to wait, like everybody else.
Blast.
We can go to the odd district. Follow up on Tamba's lead. It's on
That
the
is
way
true.
back to my estate. It's not that far.
Better than just standing around here.
Okay.
You
It's
good?
over
Look it up.
here, right?
I think it's 20.
I think it was 20.
Alright. As you guys begin to walk, you guys can roll a perception check for rumors if you like. As I would like the lowest person on the perception roll to roll me another d20 for random encounters in Aresia.
Oh, thank God it's not me.
It's me.
What encounter are we gonna have in the city?
The people who have rolled a 15 or higher can roll a d100 for rumors. Anybody less than 15 does not get anything for rumors. As your encounter you see before your eyes, Evie, you can see a man with an annoying voice standing on the street corner trying to convert anyone within an earshot to worship the Five. As even after the Five has fallen, he still believes they coexist in the afterlife. As you can say, get lost! The Five are long gone dead! They're not! They're still within us! Yeah, right. New gods. There's none left.
I will awkwardly try to not look at him.
As he looks at you. Do you worship the Five?
No saying less.
What?
I start speaking primordial.
I don't. And what? As he looks on to the next one, as he keeps continuously cry for people to follow the 5. As you guys hear rumors, the rest of you, except for EB, Moograin, and these rumors you've probably heard before multiple times, but I'm just going to keep rehashing them. As long as you stay in Aresia, once every few days it will happen again. As obviously, I heard the warlord Zoroth is dead now. Some individuals killed them. No way. An army had to take that out. No, I heard it. Rumors have been told Dragon Lords are here. Really? Why are they helping the Aresians? Don't they hate us? Maybe they changed their mind. Calyx. You hear about after 500 years, Grandmaster Tranquility is searching for the perfect olive stone. I can't believe he's still looking for it, honestly. It's crazy at this point. What do you think the perfect olive would give you? I bet you it'd give you a great boon. Maybe. As Timber, you obviously hear about the
perfect olive?
Yeah. Yeah, some people say it can give you a boon. As you hear, Timber, about the enchanted city of the famous gallery. As you hear, it's worth 20,000 gold pieces. As you also hear, the person who's who's potentially wanting to buy it, has sold the painting. As the painting will be moved in the next month. As for Magni, you obviously hear about the shield monks that have won the armed combat event every week for an entire year, as they still think it's rigged at this point. As Silas, you hear about obviously the rumors of a tunnel beneath the city that connects to the palace of each of the temples.
I would relay my information to the group. They heard about us, guys.
Yeah, I'll definitely discuss the tunnel or possible tunnels.
And we're
there's
still
a way we
talking about
can-
that perfect olive.
Maybe we could get into the palace.
Why would we sneak into the palace?
I mean, in the case of needing to kill the queen.
But why would you want to kill the queen? What if she's not evil and you killed a good person? Just because of Mugrin.
To be honest, I don't think we should kill the queen or even consider it.
How does
It would start a war between Mitros and Aresia.
Mithras is in no condition.
We should try to work with her, and maybe we can get your daughter back through the queen's might.
Whatever it takes, I'm willing to do, but I know that it's best not to kill the queen at this stage.
Fair enough. Alright, about this painting. They say it's about to be moved. Should we talk to the buyer or the seller or the painter?
All the above?
I mean, the gallery would usually handle the sale, but in the proceeds to the artist, we can start with both. I think we know who both of the parties are. We have a name about the painter, right? I keep forgetting it, but we have something.
And did have some kind of transmutation magic on it. I don't know what that is.
Which is transmutation, turns things into other things.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so. But it can.
That's what Professional McGonagall taught.
Yeah.
And what was the painting of again?
It was of the king,
King of Mitros. The
Yeah.
king of Aresia.
the Wolf Lord.
And was it transmutation or conjuration? I'm sorry.
I think it was transmutation.
I have to look at the spell again. Oh, God. Yeah, transmutation.
So could it have been like a fake?
Transmutation changes objects or people into other things.
Be a person.
It
You
could
be a
be.
vampire turned into a tapestry.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's part of him somehow. Who knows?
You think we should bring this up to the queen?
Let's start him our first.
Well, let's go talk to the painter first.
I agree.
All right, we should head to the gallery to try to figure out if we can figure out where the painter's at.
You already know where he is. He's not here. You've explored his area before.
Oh.
It must be a dead end.
If you want to get more information about that, work with the Grandmaster Shadow Council and see if it likely something that they could do about it. But again, their deal's still strong. That they may still want you to obviously assassinate the queen. Likely, yes. It's still guaranteed. As you guys can always find a way to contact with them because they know that you're desperate.
But if we weren't desperate,
Oh, then they wouldn't care about you then. But I know Mugraine is, or her daughter.
And again, I'm not going to utilize that and leverage it to the group.
it's honestly a great story hook.
I want you guys to help me, but I don't want to feel like I'm forcing it. So it's up to you guys.
Well, if the queen helps us, maybe we can help the queen with her shadow council problem.
I wonder if the queen is aware of her Shadow Council problem.
Exactly.
I mean, we were just trying to talk to the queen and we had to wait 3 hours.
To play devil's
That's it.
advocate here, what if Mugrain's daughter really likes being a part of the Shadow Council?
Then you know what?
Hinted
At that
at
point,
before, she's receiving elite training, I believe.
I don't know if she's developed a sense of camaraderie with her fellow Shadow Council mates.
I think the first thing we'll have to do is some new programming.
Stockholm syndrome for sure.
But even in the unlikely event that she did wanted to stay in the Shadow Council, at that point we know it's her choice. You know, it's not the Shadow Council telling us that she wants to stay.
And in the same token, if we get my daughter back, I have to deprogram her, and so it's going to take me out of commission. So it should be almost the last thing we do. Because you know I'm just going to have to sit and coddle her for a while or whatever. Not going to have to want to encourage her to kill others like we're going to have to do. But that's an end goal, guys. So the sirens are looking better and better.
Are they?
The whole place in this damn predicament we've gotten ourselves into has got me frustrated. I thought after we fulfilled the prophecy, everything was going to be roses and, showers and
Unicorns.
praises in the, alleyways, and here we are in Aresia where they don't give a shit about us. Scoring us for what we've done.
But they heard about us now taking out the warlord. We are starting to make a difference here.
But even the Centaur don't care. I mean, what are we fighting for at this point? Other than your daughter, which I am, attuned to and willing to help. But other than that, what are we really fighting for?
Yeah, like if all of a sudden Mugrain's daughter showed up, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm here. Let's leave." What would we do? Do we want God her
Amber
dead?
would probably effing leave at this point. We completed our objective. That was ultimately what he came here for. Everything has been interesting, and he has taken diligent notes, but
I guess it's been a long time, but is the Oracle still alive?
Yeah, the Oracle's, she's in Mithros, though.
We could always talk to her and be like, "Yeah, are we all good? Are we done here?"
Yeah, your path with her is done. Yeah, she helped you go further in your development of your venture, but she is no more help to you. She's gotten you to become Dragon Lords. That was her path and the goal. Now it's up to you to do what you wish. She was your guide, and she got you where you needed to go.
Like, what was everybody else's backstories, and did we complete them?
Some of them have been completed. Some of them haven't. Like Calyx still needs to see his mommy, his mother. Magni needs to help his grandfather find the hidden treasure under the water. Mugrain wants obviously her child back, but majority of your mission's pretty much done. Silas, he's done sadly. His was to get a dragon and stuff like that, but his mission's done now. And for the fight, but he wasn't there because he was dead. And then EB still has to deal with the fates. Tamber, there is something about I don't no, his is done. He defeated Lotharia and he broke free
Lotharia.
from it. But now he's scared because now he hears that she's not dead.
And he still has the symbol of Sidon on his chest.
Being resurrected early.
And Calyx, his that's it. That's pretty much it. There's only a few storylines left. And Calyx obviously still hasn't got his relic weapon as well on top of that.
Are we at crazy ideas? Because I just thought of something that is crazy enough to potentially backfire.
Please, I must hear this.
Yeah, speak your mind.
What if we make a deal with the Fates for the ambrosia for Mugrain's daughter?
I mean, do the Fates have that much power and control?
You think so? And or ambrosia? I mean, come on.
Isn't this right up
We've made
Ian's
enough
alley?
deals with the fates, don't you guys think?
Yeah, one bad deal, which is why Mugrain is stuck.
And Evie. Both us girls are tied to the Fates.
I
So
warned
can we
you.
take out the Fates?
Just, again, at crazy ideas. Since we don't want to commit regicide and kill the queen, we don't want to go in guns blazing on the council, and apparently people are having second thoughts about godhood.
I still like being a god. I believe I can help my daughter and bring her back if I am.
So what do you do? Like, stay the night here? If we don't hear back from the queen, just head off to the sirens?
I mean, we got 18 is Magni's mother's estate, right? And we've got
Mm-hmm.
some time to stay there. So I believe the queen knows that that's where we're staying. So maybe go back, at least for tonight, and set up and just hang out until we find out. And this will give us more time to talk, quietly, and let's figure out exactly what we want to do. And she'll send an emissary whenever she's good and damn well ready, I suppose.
Okay, a little side thought is we've learned that painting is going to be sold and moved. We don't know anything about where that's happening yet. We learned that the artist isn't there, but we didn't try and talk to the broker yet.
What are we gonna do? Steal it?
No, but try and figure out what it is, because isn't it a painting of the king, which is the vampire we're trying to kill? What if it's
Exactly.
Dorian Gray? A piece of his soul's there. We can't kill him if this is available. We might just have to burn it or whatever.
I mean, he got a little, defensive, and when I said transmutation, maybe it could be a vampire turned into a tapestry. I feel there might be something, to that.
And what if that is the vampire and that's how they're getting him out?
Exactly, could be.
That's how they've stored him. Kept him contained. More powerful magic than he had.
But I think it's still worth looking into that while we wait for the queen, and then also stay a few days if we need to, even a week. During that time, I'll be making some holy water just in case we do go after it.
You also have to think something powerful enough to contain a vampire to a transmutation spell like that is going to be an awful hard spell to break.
True. And if we're staying here for a while, I do want to go and see this. You say it was an armed tournament or unarmed? Because they said that it was rigged.
Oh
Red.
yeah, I'd
Same
go
with
with you.
Ray.
Yeah, if you want, you can.
So we stay in town a little bit, gather a little bit more information on the painting, try and stay and watch this tournament, see what's going on there. See if the queen contacts us and go from there. Is that what I'm gathering?
I don't think so.
Amber's going to want to stop in the market and grab multiple bottles of wine before we head back to the manor.
Wine?
Yes, wine.
Also want to check for any other potions if they've had any restock in the last few days.
No. They get their stocks from Mithros. They still do trade.
Well, they're not gonna stock anytime soon.
No,
Yeah.
their stocks are within a month, but at the moment, no, they don't. So they get their trade elsewhere from other cities as well, but it usually takes weeks before new stock comes in.
Okay.
So they make their own stuff for sure. They can prosper, but their exporting stuff, aka magical items and stuff, is very limited.
I forget which side of the canal the wine merchant's on, but I would definitely like to pick up several bottles.
The prices. Let me. Oh, the Emporium. Yeah, there's Aresian Courage is 5 gold pieces. This weird ass one I can't pronounce is 10 gold pieces, 50 gold pieces, and then 100 gold pieces. I'll post them in the chat here.
Okay, so I have a white pearl on me. I'm going to trade that for him. I'm going to get 150 and 5 tins. So 6 bottles of wine.
Okay.
Since we're just waiting around, can we check to see when the next tournament?
The next tournament will happen in, let's see, 3 days.
And what kind of tournament is it exactly?
It is a mixture of multiple things. It's like almost like an Olympic style, where you have like the vault and the throwing. It's like endurance, strength, will, all that stuff.
Get anybody into this?
Anybody can enter
Yeah.
into it. Yeah, there's no fee, and all you get is basically knowing that you succeeded. Basically, you get like a medal.
Magni and I could go in, or
To see if it's rigged or not.
yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to, feel free.
Down for it, have fun.
Evie, Silas.
Yeah. So the gymnasium, the event is armed combat, boxing, wrestling, and shot put.
Yeah, I have no issue with you guys doing it.
As obviously, yeah. So, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Immediately or for the next 3 days?
In 3 days.
For the next 3 days, I would love to try to go find any information I can about the painting being sold, about the Caduceus staff, about the Promethean fire, and about Balmitra. I'm not going to be overt about it, but if there's anywhere I can find any information about those.
Isn't 19 the bar? The 21.
So the library here does not have anything correlated to Mithros lore here. It's all about the lore here. So there's nothing correlated towards any of the stuff you had mentioned. If they did have that long ago, 500 centuries ago, but a lot of that stuff has been burned.
Okay. At least I've done some due diligence and looked.
Mithros would have the lore. Aresia would not. It would be lore about them. And if you could still go to the island with the Great Library, it still has information that you'd have to sail there.
There's an island with a great. Oh,
Yeah, that's where you got all the information from.
right.
But you never got a chance to read all of it because you were on quick for time.
Right. 10. So I will, do some spying and information seeking and do what I do, and I'll spend some time helping them train or do whatever they need to prepare for the games.
Sure.
Alex, any big plans?
Nope.
Any downtime I have, I'm making holy water. In theory, I'd like to have as much as I can. How much can I bless at a time? Or is it like one bless for a barrel? One vial?
Holy water, it's once every 8 hours. It's basically once a day. You could make. What's your spell? Ceremony or whatever?
I'll post it in. So I can. It's a first level spell. So I can use all my spell slots a day towards that. So I could, in theory, make about a water jug a day. How many vials go in?
Out of a water jug, you could probably make 7 vials.
Then
If
I
you have
definitely have.
vials.
I have 6 vials just waiting that I can just have a empty water jug and slowly dump my holy water into a water jug as I make them.
Take you an hour.
Yep.
And 25 gold pieces worth of powder silver consumed.
Yep.
All right. Within the 2 days of waiting throughout the day, the days you've been here, you do get kind of an envelope given towards your house of stay, as it has the seal of the queen.
Ooh, sweet time.
At least we got to replay.
See what you said.
I'll open it up. It's my house, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
As the note speaks of the gratitude of your heroism of defeating the Lord Zokreth and his forces, as she obviously sees fit that you've done quite well for even this nation, Aresia, as she will take upon your request to meet her today upon sunset, as she requests to bring no weapons, as they must be left with the guards.
I don't like that part.
It's understandable.
Put them all in the bag of holding.
Well, the fact that they know that you're very strong and what you can do, you have to come in there with nothing. Like it's like literally your armor and that's it. So anything that you have on you, potions, bags, or anything, will be left at the guards or left here.
It's just leave 'em here.
She wants to know that she can trust you, right? So this is really a trust. If you don't trust her, then it's hard to tell if you really want to work with her or not. As that's kind of like normal in most royal places. You wouldn't take anything with you.
Understandable.
Because you
We
could
should leave it here at
easily
the
assassinate
States.
her if you wanted.
We should leave our equipment here at the estates. I don't want some errant guard going through our belongings.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you guys want to wear some nice clothes, we might have some instead of the wardrobe here.
Yeah, I'll peruse the selection.
I actually technically have a costume, but it's my wrestling costume. I don't think you want me to see me in that.
I don't think it's quite the dress code for meeting the queen.
Nah, I'm gonna go in my armor. She said we could keep the armor, just not our weapon. It's what I'm comfortable in. I might like spit shine the shoulder or elbow or something. Try and get some buffs out
Pretty sure you
or
can buy
scratches.
a buff and just buy some polish.
We don't have time for that.
I will prestidigitation Moo's armor.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I also will dress in some of the available finery.
Oh yeah, Tamber tries on mini outfits.
Since it's at sunset, Maggie just spends the day getting his hair braided, rebraided and stuff and washed and all that good stuff.
Want time to fly? I'm guessing a little bit, a few hours, so you guys can meet the queen, or do you want to do anything else beforehand?
I think we're good.
I'll crack open the cheap bottle of wine and pass it around.
We should be sober for the queen.
Think she's gonna be sober for us.
Always strive to do good and be better.
I mean, a glass won't hurt.
That's what I'm saying, just a little bit. I mean, amongst the six of us, jeez, one bottle's not gonna go that far.
You gotta loosen up a little bit, you know?
Yeah, they say this is the most popular wine in Mithros. Got a black cherry flavor to it. It's quite tasty.
If me for not wanting to end up like Pythor.
I mean, one bottle amongst friends is different than one bottle by yourself.
If you don't want any more for us.
I'll pass.
Alright. As time passes on, as eventually the sun dwindles as a beautiful, majestic hue of orange, purple, yellow brushes across the river, as your time is 9 to see fit to ask the proper questions towards the queen, and hopefully maybe manipulate her or tell her the truth and see where that may lead you. It may lead you in a great length, as trust is very important between the Dragon Lords, especially to those that see fit to follow its code and its rules and its law than previous Dragon Lords that have in the past, especially false ones. As you get to choose your own path, and what Dragon Lord do you wish to be in this time.
That was heavy. But true. I want to be good and honest as much as I can. But I'm not the best front person.
I mean, if I can speak, Amber's better.
But you have royal blood, so does Magni. You guys do well too.
I don't think it counts here.
It's royal blood of Mithras that might not be to our benefit. I mean, I'll be glad to talk up if you guys want me to and back me up.
Just do better than the
Of
centaur
course.
in the cage.
I mean, I'm certainly
Oh,
going
wow.
to try to. That was just, it was hot, I was tired, there was flies, it just wasn't a good situation.
Okay, not 20s.
Alright. Oops. I dragged the number with me. No, go back.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, I don't have it bound into it, because if I bound it, it goes through the fucking picture for some reason. Alright, as the guards are there. Ah, you're back. So you've come. The Queen has notified us about your equipment and wares and things. I'm hoping you left it behind, or you'd like us to take care of it until you leave.
No, sir. We heard that we heeded the Queen's request and came unaccompanied or unburdened by our magical items.
Alright. As by law and routine, we will have to pat you down.
Of course.
Alright. It's like, Tamara, they pat you down. Are you concealing weapons or anything?
I am not. I have on my crown of intellect and my amulet of health, and that's it. Otherwise, it's all mundane.
Alright. No bag of holding as well.
Nope, left that behind.
Okay. As they pat you down, Ebi. Is your little ticklish?
Uh,
You have anything on you?
no.
I laugh. You had like a staff. It's just my walking staff, Gandalf. Who left the staff in? Like fucking Lord of the Rings reference. It's a source of his power.
I have an old man with his walking stick.
right, as they pat Silas down.
No, he would have left all his stuff.
They
behind.
really pat you down. You know, this one's getting right in the crannies.
Jeez, at least buy me dinner first, man.
As Calyx, they pat you down as well.
All clean.
As they look at Moograine, they don't pat down her. They're actually afraid of her. As they look at her, as they ask, "Do you have any weapons or equipment on you that would threaten the Queen of Aresia?"
Nope, just the plate you see me wearing.
As they don't even try to pat you down. As Minotaurs are scary to them.
I do note that I had my dagger with my family crest, but to me, it's
like
just a little. It's an apple peeler. It's my eating knife. Like I can't go anywhere without it. It's just part of me. So I didn't think of it as a weapon.
Okay. As
We wouldn't
Magni,
deprive
they
a
pat
woman
you
of her
down.
cutlery.
Do you have any equipment on you that would threaten the Queen?
I have my boots on and my ring of protection.
No, just like anything that would harm her. Like I know your fists could be weapons, but I don't think you're gonna snap someone's neck.
No then.
All right. Right, they're clean. You may go, Dragon Lords, towards our Queen and Savior. We are watching you.
Thank you.
Alright, in the meantime, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. As if you need to bio, get some food, some water, or anything. See you in 5.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
Did anybody get anything cool during our last level up?
No.
Oh yeah,
Unfortunately.
Evie, did you level up?
Yes.
Get anything cool?
No, I just bumped my strength to 20.
Mine already was.
I was hoping we'd find a belt of some kind of giant strength, but no luck so far.
I got my first 4th level spell.
I get an extra die for sneak attack.
I took banishment.
Oh yeah. Both of those are big things.
I also took the spell daylight.
Always useful.
Especially hearing about the vampires in the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, our proficiency went up. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it went up from 4 to 5?
Yeah,
So one more
so we can
magic
have a
attack.
new item.
Yeah, new attunement slot with a proficiency.
I am
Really?
very tempted to go to Warlock 5, just so I can get Thirsty Blade and technically have multi-attack, just in case I keep missing. But I don't know if that's just the FOMO of only having one attack.
It's the rogue trade-off, isn't it? One mighty attack or multiple.
Yeah, I only deal sneak attack damage once. But like if I miss, I'm just sitting on my ass because I only attack once, unlike everyone else in this party.
But wouldn't you not be able to use your booming blade if you attack twice?
Oh, you're so smart.
I don't want you to go in there thinking that you could do that.
I feel you. I've been a rogue before that it really does hurt only having the one. But when you get your one, it's beautiful.
Yeah, the new rogue, at least they can kind of do 2 attacks. In the 2024.
Yeah, they got the trade-offs and all that, right? You can substitute one dice 6 for an extra attack or something like that.
Yeah, that's really nice. All the things you
Yeah,
can
but
do with sneak attack dice.
plus with the new 2-weapon fighting and stuff like that, they can free up their bonus action when they do it. A lot better.
I mean, it's also the issue that I'm using a shield just because the flavor of the campaign, and that means I don't have an offhand attack.
Oh, we need to be looking for a good head for you to put that in the shield.
That's true. A new head.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a Medusa, but like a lion itself would then bite someone. A lizard will spit the acid.
It's just that I feel like after your Medusa, any head that we put in the shield is not really gonna compare.
We got lucky.
Yeah, but it was awesome.
Could have put the Chimera in there. That would have been cool.
It
Didn't-
can't be bigger than the shield.
Oh, that was large. Yeah, okay.
Like, I think it's medium or small creature's head.
Medium.
It's something to be on the lookout for. This part's so hard, knowing where to go from here. There's too many options and nothing really linear.
That's hard.
While I have you here, I'm reiterating you're still welcome to Thanksgiving.
I think I end up going, gonna spend Thanksgiving with a few friends in Houston, though.
Beautiful. But know that we are here. I mean, it's only, what, 3-4 hours maybe?
3-hour drive, yeah.
We have a place for you to stay. If you needed to bring your cats, we can just put them in the room with you there. Because my dog might try and eat your cat.
One of my cats will not understand that. She has 0 survival instincts.
Then he will learn.
Our dog's old too. He's very apt to learn.
But still, we could accommodate if need be.
Yeah.
Because I totally, now that you are in the state, want to meet you at some point while you're still here.
Hey, we got 15 months.
I'm off the entire week between Christmas and New Year's. Maybe we can try and get together if you have a few days off.
Yes, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna leave on the 23rd, but I'm gonna be back on the 30th. So we can try to meet somewhere in there.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'm back. Is everybody back yet or no?
Mm-hmm.
Believe we are.
I think so.
I'm not here. Okay, I am. So we went through the metal detectors, respectively.
Alright, you arrive there as you see her seated next towards two guards once again, as you do see about 8 guards on each side in a hall, a red kind of golden carpet before you. As Queen Helia of Aresia stands forth, as obviously I suggest you guessing bow, or if you see fit. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Stand strong and proud.
Amber bows.
Yeah, I don't mind bowing.
I'll bow.
Look for a polite bow.
Ah, the Dragon Lords. I'm glad to see you have come and survived the countless trials ahead. It is true what they say. You have done well in Mithros, and now you have done well in Aresia, stopping a war and defeating a tyrant before him achieving his godly godhood. So what can the Royal Queen do for you this day? Speak up now.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the guy.
First, we should tell her about the painting.
Okay,
Go
for
ahead.
it.
Tell about the painting.
You want me to?
Who wants to go? I mean, I'll go if nobody else does.
Yeah, I'd rather you do it. You
Go for
have
it,
the
Tanner.
charisma for it.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll back you
Queen
up so you haven't found the shifting
Leia,
tool.
we are honored to be in your presence. Thank you for granting us an audience. Understand your time is valuable and we appreciate it. Handled the barbarian Zakharoth and made sure that he is no longer a threat towards the city of Aresia. And we've actually come seeking if we could find some knowledge.
Knowledge on what?
We are interested in the legend of Carpathios.
And why would you do such a thing like that? Depending if Narcissus has had anything to do with it since you have met him. My husband, of course.
I would not dare try to lie to you, and we do wish to seek the vampire Carpathos and recover the caduceus he holds.
So you are going after to be gods, then?
We are interested in collecting the items.
I see. And you're working with my beloved. I hope so. For his sake, of course.
He is a key piece of it, I must admit.
He is. Carpassos has been placed down there for eons. My great grandmother has saw fit to do that. She correlated and related towards him, as she had no choice to bring up arms and imprison him, as he would have killed everybody in Aresia and beyond. You realize if you falter here, you could countlessly have everyone in Aresia killed for this? Would you like that on your hands?
No, we've never sought the fame or the fortune, but we are aware of the consequences. We have saved Mithras from Lotharia, from Sidon, from Ketamine. We have the utmost interest in saving the people and their way of life.
I will allow you to go towards him, but only for Narcissus' sake. But if you falter and fail this, you will always be blamed as the worst dragon lords in history for letting a monster out into the realm once more.
We understand, Queen, and it might be our hubris, but we seem to have a good track record of containing these monsters. So if you allow us the opportunity, we will apply all the same pressure and knowledge that we've accumulated along the way, and did doing so.
Well, he is not alone. He was buried with his queen. It's unknown to his children. They're long dead after he slaughtered them all. Brutally massacred them and drained their life force. This individual may be the king of Aresia, but he is a demon, cursed by the Titans.
Cursed by the Titans.
Yes, cursed by Lotharia herself.
Put on the ground.
She may be dead out of this world, but curses last forever. I'll give you the location of it, as it will be a few days' journey. You'll have a note to allow you to enter the vault where he is held, in the catacombs of a dungeon vast. It's unknown to what lies deep within there. You will have to face it alone. My guards will seal you in until you have done the task.
Your guards will allow us admittances. Do you need magical protections around there that need to be dispelled before we can enter, or
The barrier that is there will be dispelled, so no one shall enter once more. Once you're inside, you will be sealed inside, so the contamination cannot be left out until we know otherwise. You are not inflicted by his wrath.
How do we let you know that we're done with the deed
My
and
lord,
ready to come out?
my highest general is out there right now. He's been guarding for generations. If you are truly the Dragon Lords, you should not be scathed by even Lotharia's curse. Don't fail me, as I have high hopes in all of you to succeed where many has fallen.
We endeavor to succeed in every mission we take, and so far our track record has proven us the best. We have succeeded in every mission we have undertaken.
Do not think the Lord himself is weak. He, and story has been told, is on par with even the Titans themselves. AK, he's a badass. He's really strong.
We might want to pick up some scrolls.
Yeah, we might do a little prep.
He's gonna basically feel like fighting Sidon again.
Okay, we did it twice. Only died once.
My queen, we are eager to undertake this mission in your stead, but we'd like to ask another question of you, if we may.
They look at you, and her eyebrow raises a little bit. You're asking questions more? Ask away. But I may not be able to answer your question as clearly as this one, as I may not know the information or the context.
There's a painting in the gallery that has a strange aura and is depicting the same man that you apparently have entombed. Is there any correlation between the two, or are they completely separate?
A painting? As she gets whispering. Ah, the painting of the Lord himself. I'm glad it's going to be removed out of the gallery for good. By the magical source from it, I've not heard of that before until now.
My queen, there's a very strong sense of transmutation magic that affects that painting.
Whatever it is, it will no longer be in my city. It is sold off, and the proceeds will go towards the people.
May I be so bold to ask who it was sold to?
I do not know. I am not the curator of that establishment. Likely a rich noble.
We have an ominous feeling about this painting, my queen. I don't know if there's anything you can do to halt the transaction until we're able to return.
I will not halt a transaction, especially if that money will go to the proceeds of our people. Do you want to pay for that? Then you may buy it from them as the same required price, depending if you can't forfeit that coin in the people's pockets of 20,000 gold pieces. You would like to steal the money away from the people of Aresia? Or would you like to offer it, and you may take the painting for yourself?
Do we have 20 grand?
We have 2,000 platinum.
We got 20 grand.
You guys don't really want to spend it on that?
I don't know
though?
that that's
No,
what... Like, we
that's
need
not
a
the
huddle.
question. Yep. Yeah.
It's not for 30 days.
Queen, with all due respect, we believe that this painting may be a... If it leaves your city, it may be a danger to your city.
It is better to be gone from my city, any remnants of this Carpaccio out of the history.
As you wish.
As you remember Timbre, as you looked at her eye, there is nothing mentioned of him anymore in the history books. He is erased from history. For the countless acts he had done.
Yeah, I'll turn to the aside when I'm talking to the group and say, this guy's history is wiped as clean as Balmithria's. I can't get any read on anything I've ever seen about this guy. He really, even though he's the founder of the city, this is his creation. He started it. And to be so thoroughly washed from his history is a unique act.
Do you have any more questions, or may I take leave, as I have many meetings to be had? I know the coming and the grace of the Dragonlords is rare to come, but I, myself, have much better things to do than listen to the quarrels of gold and paintings.
No, my queen, thank you very much for your audience. We appreciate your hospitality in granting us your see. We will take leave now
As you
and
watch,
come back to you when we have new information.
you see a snap as one of the guys from the left side of her throne steps towards you. He's in regal armor and stuff. As he hands it a kind of a sealed, as he requests, "Do not open this until you give it granted towards the general of the two. He'll know what to do with it. Till then, Do not lose it, as the Queen will not see fit to reclaim you to have another.
Thank you. I will grab it from him.
Can Moo kind of insight?
Sure. What's the insight for?
Like, is he telling us as much as he knows there that it really is going to be a boon for us, not a negative?
12 is hard to tell, honestly.
Seems true to me.
You may go, Dragon Lords, and I hope you succeed upon your mission at hand. If you falter, you know the consequences of this realm would hate you until even after your life is buried into the ground. Who knows, you might be erased in the history books. As she chuckles a little bit as the doors open.
I'll give a deep, solid bow and back out.
You can tell they resent the founder big time. That makes sense. Why? He's obviously disgraced the entirety of the city for his dealings with Lotharia in the beginning with, as he did some pretty bad shit.
I walk up with my head held high and strongly strutting.
Alright. As you guys leave. Now you have a kind of you have the seal, as well as you kind of have given, on the way out, one of the guards gives you a map to the location. It'll take you 3 days' journey to get there. You might have to deal with creatures in the wild. I heard the giants are still roaming.
I shrug. Thanks for the warning.
Thank you, kind sir. We appreciate the information. I mean, we're not ready to leave yet. Just because she said there's something out there doesn't mean we need to leave. We got this thing tomorrow, right? You guys are like all been praying for this and everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Literally can't.
Yeah, we take our time.
We might want to get some scrolls of protection from good and evil.
Oh, I can
Yes,
take
I'm
that.
gonna be.
I'll actually switch that out between ceremony and protection from good and evil. I'll use ceremony to make some more holy water if I can, and then protection from good and evil.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm using money from the group bank for that.
Where?
Alright. Anything else you want to do before the night ends? As tomorrow will be the great
Tournament.
yeah, it goes for the whole day, so it depends if you want to go right away on your journey or do that. As the tournament goes basically the whole day. Countless
Waiting
people.
for the tournament.
Above game, I don't want to take away from the main story. If you guys want to go on the main story, that is fine. We can go.
Yeah, you guys can always do the gymnasium, whatever. It happens every few weeks, so.
I mean, every few weeks, it's happening literally tomorrow. I mean, let's do it tomorrow. If you guys want to do it.
Again, the vampire's not going anywhere. We already have the seal.
True.
Strapped.
Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure everyone had an input.
No, you notice that Tambra's been writing, or using his unseen servant to write a lot. You see the steady book, just floating in the air and pinned. So he's trying to capture a lot, so he's very interested in seeing this process and capturing it.
During this time, I do have 6 potion vials that I've used and cleaned out and I've held on to that I'm going to fill up with holy water. Everybody gets a potion of holy water, or a vial of holy water.
Yeah, we might want to pick up some potions if they have them here.
We already asked, we've already wiped them out. They're going to take a few
I mean,
weeks to restock.
At least on healing
Okay.
potions. Yeah, I
Still
still
a helm
have
of telepathy if anybody really
5
wants
normal potions of healing and 1 potion of superior healing.
Yeah. Maybe there's a potion of protects you from vampirism. I don't know. I don't know what that would be.
Holy water.
I have
Daily.
a potion of invulnerability I'm willing to lend you. Or
I just
give
don't
to
want to
you.
be turned into a vampire.
I don't think anyone does.
No. I have 6 potions of healing, just the basic ones.
I got 3 of the basic ones.
2.
I've got 3 of the basic ones as well. Alright. We'll just go to the tournament.
I mean, we have time to shop.
I mean, we cleaned them out.
Weren't there any scrolls? Like, didn't you ask for the scrolls of protection? Were there not?
We didn't check for scrolls.
Yeah, let's look at those. Different dude.
Yeah, those of us not competing can go shopping or trying to scourge up what we can.
So what you guys can find some stuff in Aresia, but depends on what you're looking for. They haven't had to deal with vampires, so they don't really have much with vampires.
Garlic. Any
Yeah, you can buy
silver bullets or
Those are myths.
silver daggers?
They have silver weapons, yeah, but silver doesn't really do anything against that. So you're thinking about lichens or werewolves.
Ah,
How about
Yes.
wooden stakes?
Do they have
Pick up a
any
stick.
You
potions?
can
We can
buy
whittle.
wood and make it yourself. They don't have wood stakes. No.
Do they have any potions of disease resistance?
No, nothing like that.
Or
So vampirism is a curse. And if you don't remove the curse within 24 hours, you are permanently like that.
Does anyone have access to remove curse?
I think I do. Hold on, I'm just checking my list.
It's like if you got bitten by a werewolf and you don't get rid of it as soon as possible, it stays in your bloodstream and it doesn't go away.
But I'll buy some wooden rods and whittle them down into stakes.
All right. They charge
I'll see
you
if they have any.
a gold piece for a bunch of little sticks. As they're made of
I'll
like
see if they
nice
have any.
oak. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll see if they have any scrolls of remove curse.
I have it. It's a 3rd level spell I have
Yeah,
now.
but he wants to have some just in case.
And I
Yeah,
have
just-
greater restoration.
Yeah, Greater Restoration requires diamond dust, though. If you have a lot of it, then yes.
We bought a bunch of we bought some not too
Hope you
long
didn't
ago.
store it all. They sell 1st, 2nd, and 3rd levels here, yes. In this. If you want a 3rd level, it will cost you 400 gold pieces per scroll. Because they sell for premiums here. Because of import tax. Originally, they cost about 200, but they're double here.
Damn.
They only have so many scrolls, so they can't make you 50 of them or something like that. They can make you like Max like 5.
I think it's good to invest in, probably at least 2.
I think 1 or 2 should be fine. Yeah.
2 should be good, yeah.
We'll buy 2 of them.
And I will make sure that I have the diamond dust worth 200. Is that available here?
Diamond
We
dust?
we have a lot of diamond dust.
Okay.
We still have a lot.
Okay. Cool.
We have 1,500 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
And I currently hold 3.
No.
I would
Yeah,
like
she
to
has
take
3.
200 gold pieces worth.
You can have one of them. It's worth 1,500. You can crush it down. Or it's worth 500. Never mind. The gold from the bag for the stuff.
Anything else?
And guys, what are we getting ourselves into here?
Holy water is nice against
Think
them.
it's-
It does damage them. It does 20 points of acid damage if you splash with it, but it takes an action. You can't really dip your blades in holy water because it doesn't stick.
I give Evie the water skin I have of holy water that I've given everybody a vial, but I'll give her the water skin that she can like squirt it at them or refill a.
The cool thing is if you have a water skin and you have the spell water sphere, you can make that into holy water.
Oh, that is cool.
That's why I'm kind of giving it to the water genasi over there.
I can only create or destroy water. I cannot make it into an orb.
Still, you're in the back line and most likely to survive.
Or if you do any source of water, like maybe even a tidal wave spell, could do it too as well.
Super holy toilet.
Pretty much. But you could always use an action to splash him with it, but it does take an improvised weapon attack.
So Thunder Wave?
I mean, Thunder Wave. It's improvised weapon attack. I don't. You're done with Thunder Wave. And for the shield that you're talking about, you can put new heads on it. It just needs to be a mythical beast or a mythical creature to be placed on it. So you can use their powers.
Like a chimera.
Yeah, not a human head. So a vampire head would not work. It would have to be some type of creature that you could put, and you could use their ability on it. Because the vampire one would be useless. It'd be like a bite, and then it does no damage.
Something like a dragon work with a breath weapon, or is that? Yeah.
It can actually, but depends on how big the dragon. If the dragon's head's too big, then it won't fit. It would have to be like the size of you, basically. It'd be a smaller dragon.
Medium.
Yeah, it'd be like a whelpling at that point.
Wormling. Yeah.
Okay, let's go get this vampire.
I think you guys were doing the
Tournament.
thing.
Oh yeah, the tournament first. Yes. Season thing.
So when it comes to tournament time, are you guys going all natural? Do you want some help if need be?
Oh, natural.
All natural.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think he means no buffs.
No buffs, no helps during it, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Only things that I can do myself, I will do.
Respect.
yeah, no performance enhancing drugs for them.
Please.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do anything at all. No magic.
Well, you're gonna be really handy since you're paladin. Your smites will do more damage to undead.
That's
And I also have the different things that do very good. Yeah, the Atonement Roar or the Holy Avenger will do good stuff too. Fiend and or Undead take an extra 2d10 radiant damage. Yep. But that's after. First tournament.
Alright. As you enjoy your day in splendors across the land itself, as the next day springs forth lively, a competition springs in Aresia beautifully as people begin to crowd along the competition itself. People are signing up in 5 rows of different competitions as people are seeing fit. As you see some of the competitors coming in, Cassius, Daria, and Lycon, as they are known for the Spear Storm, Steel Fang, and the Wind Runner as their nicknames for the armed combat. As are our other ones. As at the moment, you can only apply to one of the tournaments. You can't do them all. So you have to choose which one you want to do.
Can you post them so we can decide?
Yeah. So the armed combat fighters will be wielding blunt weapons, spears, swords, or slings, competing in a gladiator-style match. Points are earned for effective strikes, disarming, or forcing opponents out of bound. So that's kind of the dealio for that one. I'll post it in the Discord, because I know you guys are likely to forget in Roll20. And the boxing descriptions: boxers rely on speed, agility, endurance to outlast and to knock out their opponents. The matches typically last 3 rounds. As you see, some competitor notes: the Dancing Flame, the Hammer, and the Quick. As wrestling descriptions here is the competitors are grappled and using thrown or subduing their opponents. Characters can gain popularity based on their personas and storyline engagements. So it's kind of like, wrestling and you're like mocking and you're trying to be like that typical, Nacho Libre style, doing some crazy techniques. And as the competitors here are Thunderstrike, the Viper, and the Bear. Shock put. Contestants will hurl a heavy stone or a hammer as far as possible. Each competitor has 3 attempts. The longest throw wins. As the competitors here are notable: the Mountain, the Precisionist, and the local favorite. Local favorite.
And which one had we heard was rigged, or all of them
The shock
are?
put is rigged, but remember they got banned. Remember the elemental guys because they use their elemental powers.
Mm-hmm.
They're banned now, so you can't do it anymore. And if you use magic again, you're banned for life.
Okay. So no one's accused of cheating at this point. Everything's very
Everything's
level.
Yes.
I'd do the armed combat probably. Is there a shield option or no?
No.
Okay.
Shield, as in like what shield?
Like, can I wear my armor?
No. There's no armor. This is all like pretty much like who's better. There's no
Rock throw then.
Yeah, this is all like ability checks basically.
Strength. I want strength. Rock throw.
So you're doing shock put.
Yeah.
Okay, as you signed your name onto it. Anybody else?
I'll do the armed combat.
Okay, armed combat. Alright, you signed up. Anybody else? You guys could be facing each other too and see who's stronger.
I'll try that Lucha Libre thing.
Oh,
Wrestling.
the fucking wrestling?
Wrestling.
Okay.
Performance, right?
Yeah, it requires athletics performance to win.
Not agility.
No.
We substitute agility for athletics and be like Rey Mysterio Jr. and, bounce all around the ring.
You could if you wanted to, but if they knock you out, then you'll be known as something else in town forever. If you ever want a name like that to stick around forever.
You gotta use your acrobatics.
I will wear a mask when I go in there.
Okay, yeah, totally. We can switch to acrobatics for you if you want.
Cool. Yeah, I'll enter that one. Wrestling.
Okay. Anybody else? Anyone want to do boxing or anything else?
I'm content with just watching.
Okay.
same.
Yeah, boxing uses acrobatics, by the way. Acrobatics, constitution, and unarmed strikes. Alright. As after a while, you guys kind of get into the seats for those who are wanting to applaud. For those that want to applaud, crowd favor, obviously, as the players are not competing, I will state crowd favor to roll a performance check when I state it, as you guys will roll the performance as a team as a whole, and that will be your number.
Oh, hold on just one moment. Camber stepped away. Just 1 second. Just
Okay.
Well, this only applies to those in the crowd, right? Or is
Yeah, it's only the crowd. It's people are not competing.
oh, okay. It's the people
So-
not competing.
Yes, this is
Oh,
for
I'm sorry. Go
non-competing
for it.
people.
Sorry.
so we all roll performance?
Yeah, when I say so, and it'll be a
Okay.
group effort. So if you get a natural one, it can destroy your whole thing.
Gotcha.
This is taking place in number 4, correct?
Yeah. This is gonna be all theater of the mind too.
So, is Evie on the map?
No.
She disappeared.
No, it just took us an hour and a half to realize a woman was not here.
Bleh. There's
I haven't been on the
Super.
map for weeks.
Yeah, no, because she wasn't here when you guys come here. Alright.
So have you just been staring at like the main screen the entire time?
No, they can see it. They're just not on the map.
Oh, okay, got you.
I'm sorry, Evie. I thought I had your back better.
It's okay.
Magni, are you competing? Come to the north with us. So we can see who's competing, who's not. Sorry, I'm too visual.
As you see the announcer coming down, a lively announcer introducing a tailored for each event. As you can see the excitement and energy, the crowd's anticipation building for each match. Ladies and gentlemen, warriors and scholars, welcome to the grand arena of Aresia. Today we will witness the strength and skill and the strength and spirit of our competitors. Prepare yourself for the day of glory, grit, and greatness. Everybody cheers. Yeah! You kill them! As you can see, they are cheering obviously against you because they want the Aresian warriors to win. As our first compatriots of the day here, as we'll roll, who is in armed combat? Roll me a d4.
Magni?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's back.
Yeah.
All right. As it looks like we have a new contestant upon our rank against Daria, the Steel Fang. As they come from the Temple of the Sword, a disciplined swordsman known for precision and strikes. As they cheer the name. And our contestant here, Magni Cinderbeard from Mithros. Boo! As they boo at you.
I don't say anything.
I cheer for you.
I don't have any arena music. Sad face. I think I do actually. Let me see.
So these are just practice weapons that we have?
No, they're actually weapons, but they give you they're like basic weapons. They're not magical or anything like that. They're actually real weapons. They're just non-magical. They will use spears, swords, and but they're not like two-handed weapons. They were like one-handed. So spears, swords, and axes or whatever you prefer, but not two-handed weapons. All right. I think I got one. There we go. I got a song here.
What was the name of the person you're going against?
Daria, or call him Steelfang.
Steel Fang.
The Temple of the Swords. Is that from? As our match will commence, the rules are simple. You will be attacking one another. You will show skill and talent, and showmanship. Is that agreed upon of both of you? Yes.
Agreed.
Alright, so basically attack rolls are basically you would attack normally how attack is. You will use acrobatics or athletics to dodge or parry abilities, so basically every time you swing they have a chance of using a skill chance. Same with you. And then showmanship obviously is performance. To move the crowd to your techniques. So we'll do it one by one for each other. It's a one match takes all kind of thing. So spears, swords,
Okay.
and slings can be used in this, because that's what you're given. You get a spear, a sword,
Okay.
and a sling. Typical,
I'll take
But
a
the
sword.
weapons are blunted, so they're all blunted weapons. The spear does not have a blade on it. It's just it's blunted out, so it doesn't cut them. It will just bruise you. All right. Let us commence the battle. All right, we'll just clear over the mine. So roll your initiative in. All right, you first. Show me what you got, Mithro scum.
I'll start going from side to side to side, and then jump in with like one of those Herculean thrust
Okay.
with my long sword.
All right, roll me a performance check for that technique. 12 is what you needed as you strike it. So they will try to evade it as they will roll in acrobatics. They don't. As you impact the hit, as you can... you don't need to roll damage, it just hits. As you smack him across his collarbone as he gets pushed back a little bit. Ugh, damn it! Take this! As he kind of runs in, as he tries to slide between your legs and kind of hit your ankles to make you fall as you'll attempt it. As he does not. He natural ones. As he tries to, he kind of fumbles forward and hits his face into the dirt aggressively. As you can feel the dirt would probably hurt around here, as it's not the typical dirt that you would have in a normal place, as it begins to rip across his face like a skin burn.
Ooh.
He gets back up, coughing a little bit of blood as his lips is bleeding. Alright. It's the best of 3 hits. Magni. Tell me what you're doing and perform it.
Alright, I will
Roundhouse kick,
Get in the
cartwheel.
chair.
in with a chair. I don't have a shield on me. There's not nothing cool.
So you have
I
you
think
have
I
a
could do.
sling, a spear, and a sword, so that you can play with that.
Alright. I'll pick up a spear, and I'll try to push him back with the spear a couple of times, and then throw it at him as soon as he takes a step back.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
It'd be the... One. Oh god.
12's
12.
good. Alright, as you do it, roll me now attack roll. You will try to
Alright,
evade.
18.
It does. As you hit him, as it squarely, the blunt of the spear hits him right across his chest as it knocks him hard, leaving a really nasty mark. As you know that's going to bruise the next day. Ugh. It looks like Mithros is winning by significant. Let's see if Aresian warrior can step it up. As they will try to do a performance check on you. 22. As they try to do a cartwheel majestically and kind of grab a piece, like what looks like a rubber ball inside the sling, and swing it around and try to smack you in the face with it. Remember, your AC is not on. Your AC is basically what your stats are. You're fighting bare, no armor. How men are intended to fight. So your AC is not really high. But your AC may be high because you have a high dex, maybe, or because you're a barbarian or whatever you are, a fighter, you may have a little bit of a boost than everybody else. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, it's a natural 20. That still hits. My AC 17.
As his performance is done well and as he hits you, detail out how the ball hits you in the face.
It'll hit me in the face, and I'll kind of be flustered and start to stumble back.
As they're cheering, that's Aresian pride!
Well, it wasn't for nothing. You guys do have some skill. All right. I will pick up the same ball and put it in the sling, and try to toss it off of one of the wall. Try to force him in the back and try to toss it off one of the walls so it hits him.
In the back of the head. That's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll me a performance check. 17.
17.
All right. As you do the performance, now roll me another attack roll. 17. Let's roll. Let's see if he can evade. He does not. As it smacks the back of the wall, smacking him clone clean on the ground. As he just watches his eyes dial back as he drops unconscious. And we have a winner, Mithros. As we have a winner, Magni Cinderbeard.
Woo!
As you guys now, the cheerers, you can roll basically the crowd thing. So as a team, you will roll basically what's my call? What did I say again? Performance. Yes, my apologies. So you can add that up together, and that's your total score.
51.
So your
Can I cheer even though I'm competing or not?
No, you can't. Well, it's only the
Okay.
people who are not competing. So you're competing, so you can't. So it's only 23 and 11.
34.
So the people who are in the
Wait,
crowd,
we're
if you
missing
can,
one.
yes, we are. If you, in the people in the crowd, if you can reach 300 performance, you will get the plugs of the people of Aresia for each combat match. So it'll add up as you progress.
Alright.
Okay. I guess Silas is not here. Not cheering us on. Being all moody in the
No.
corner.
My
I
bad.
believe in you guys.
Right? He
Maybe
doesn't.
maybe it would have been better if I didn't.
Nah, an extra 5's it's good. Points are points.
Every little
It's
bit.
5. Yeah, it helps, right?
All right. As our next match in the contestants come forth. As the armed combat keeps going, but I'm not going to go into detailed with it. As they begin to unspark and fight. As the Spear Storm wins the fight. The Temple of the Shield. Unmatched against the Temple of Tranquility. As we will get to the final showdown. Mithros against Aresia's finest, the Spear of the Storm, the Temple of the Shield. As you see him, has a mask on his face. As you can see, he's known for his rapid spear jabs. It is an honor to fight a Dragon Lord. I've heard many of your tales. My name is Cassius. They call me the Spear Storm.
I'm looking forward to seeing your technique.
Alright, roll initiative.
Ooh.
Tiebreaker. Let's roll again. You beat him. Alright. As you can flavor your style of fighting. As you can tell, this guy will only use a spear.
Alright. Since I know he's gonna use a spear, I'm gonna try to get in as close as possible and grab his. I have my sword in my hand, but I'm gonna grab his spear and
You
like
get bonus
twist
points
around.
if you can disarm them as well, or forcing an opponent out of bounds. There is a bounds area.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick him up and take him out of bounds first.
All right.
I don't know what that entails.
You will have to use your athletics. So he's going to use acrobatics against you.
Can I rage to have advantage, or
No. This is clearly, there's no raging, no nothing. They don't get anything as well.
Oh, damn.
As you try to grab him, it misses. As he looks towards you. I'm too fast for you, Slowpoke. You're all muscle, but no brain.
We'll see about that. I try to shift in the sand. It's his turn.
Alright. So he rotates his thing as he does his famous, as they're cheering, jab him, jab him, jab him! As he rotates the spear as he strikes with velocity. What's your AC without armor?
17.
Okay, nice. It's pretty high. So he misses.
Yeah, because of the unarmored defense.
That's good. Alright, your turn.
I will continue to try to push him out. You see, I'm just using the butt of my sword trying to like deflect all his blows and get him to the edge. Oh crap.
14.
Come on. Athletics.
11.
Plus
As you start
11.
pushing him. As he's holding still. As you are getting close to the edge. Pushing him and pushing him, pushing him. You can't fight me fair. This is the way you win.
No, I thought you were too fast.
As he will roll me a performance check against his performance.
I only got a 5.
As you can hear the crowd booing at you. Fight fair! Take him out like a man!
Fair enough.
You continue or no?
I'll you know what? I'll give it to him. I'll leave him at the edge and I'll take a few steps back and I'll go pick up the sling.
Okay. Alright, as he rotates his weapon, as he respects you for that. As he kind of begins to charge forward, as he will kind of hit your kneecap, trying to at least disable one of your legs from capabling of moving anymore or putting any weight on it. As he kind of goes for a velocity hit, 15 misses as you quickly dodge out of the way. I've been playing this wrong also, but it doesn't really matter. We can stay with it. It's not a big deal. Because there's skill challenges as well. But it's fine. Alright, your turn. So skill challenges is basically you can use acrobatics, athletics to dodge, parry, or overpower an opponent. So that's what we were. I had been doing that, but I forgot to explain that part. Because it doesn't use your AC, it uses the skill challenge.
Oh.
So we can play with that way if you want going forward after this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Alright, what do you want to do?
Some options: dodge, parry, overpower.
Yeah, you can do showmanship, skill challenges, or attack rolls. Ideally, showmanship will always happen as a free action. Skill challenge is merely if you need to dodge, parry, or overpower an opponent. And then, obviously... But you'll always do that if someone hits you, you can try to use a skill challenge to stop it. And then an attack roll is obviously hitting.
Alright, I'll just swing at him, because everyone wants me to beat him like a man. So 23.
That's a hit. Let's see if he can skill challenge you to dodge.
Ooh.
As you can watch him grabbing your attempt as he begins to kind of sway it around. Nice try. I may not be a god, but I am quite fast.
Bad.
I thought you said. No, I thought you said. Not. I'm not fat. That's what I heard.
I'm not fat. I think it's his turn now to do his thing.
Alright, as he is going to... He can't overpower you, but he'll keep doing his technique. So he will try to do another strike upon you. But this time, he's not playing dirty, but he is going to try to kind of spin around and try to hit the back of your head as it misses.
You see, run at him and take a long leap over him and just do a underhanded swipe to try to knock down his spear. With a 20.
As he does not let you do
God.
it, he grabs your kind of blunt weapon. Good try. As the crowd's anticipating, everybody's kind of on their seats, looking and watching this fight. This match looks too even. Let's see, what can we do here? As he will attempt to again try to do a 3-prong attack into your chest, but you keep avoiding it. So if it does ever hit you, then you can do the skill challenge to dodge it.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing basically every time.
Alright. You see, I'll get low, ducking under his spear blows, and try to sweep his legs with my sword. 17.
As he dodges it.
Oh,
You can
Jesus,
watch him
I
just
died.
jump up in midair. As he's up like 10 feet in the air. As he's lightweight as he lands down.
Oof.
You fight like a barbarian. Don't you have skills where you come from?
Not with this flimsy thing. I'm usually using a hammer.
Makes sense. Alright, let's see. We'll attempt to strike.
Ooh, that hits.
Now you can try doing a skill challenge by dodging. So you could basically use your acrobatics or athletics.
I'll use my athletics. Oh, crap!
Because your natural one hits, he basically hits so hard that he dislocates one of your, like basically around your arm. You feel a pop as your arm goes limp.
No.
Not the main arm?
No, his left arm.
Off arm?
As they're like, oh, that must have hurt! As you can all hear that kind of noise, that click. As your arm, you can notice it just doesn't move anymore.
Okay, that's no bueno.
You can try to do performance and try to put it back into place.
Alright, I'll try to do a back roll and fall hard on it to put it back in place. 13.
As it pops into place, as you hear the crack, it doesn't feel good. That must have hurt. You forced that one. You can still attack as you're on the ground.
Alright. You see Maggie change it, picks up a spear as well. Can we use... It's only one weapon at a time, right?
Yes, it's one strike. You don't have multi-attack. Because it's best out of 3 hits, ideally. Or if you do knock them out. But it sounds like you're an honorable person to not do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the spear. He starts rotating it and does a jab at both of his feet. He's gotta trip him up. I'll swing again.
14.
Oh, 14.
That would hit him. Let's see if it does. He's going to do his little thing. As he starts moonwalking backwards, evading every hit as you're hitting the sand.
Jesus. I'm gonna lose this, guys.
You guys are just
got
you're
this.
very even. He's very strong. He's very agile. You're very strong. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to keep trying until one of us either surrenders, which I won't.
Keep going, Magni. You got this.
As you evade it.
Right. I'm still using the spear. I swing it around and try to hit him in the midsection with the blunt edge.
16?
16.
Let's see if he can evade it. He does. He easily, quickly just jumps up and lands right between the spear and his legs. As he
Is
chucks
this
that.
dude like Jackie Chan?
Yeah, he is. He's very agile, but he can't hit him because Magni is. He has got instincts, his barbarian instincts.
Yeah, he's Jason Bourne.
He's too fast. He's a monk. I can't handle him. 18.
18 hits.
As he quickly runs into you and trying to jab right into your face. Trying to knock your senses out.
I'll try to use athletics to try to bat away all the spear strikes with the back of my hand.
As you do that. I enjoy this.
Oof, you are fast.
Well, they do call me the Spear Storm. For a reason. I don't relent.
Since he's jumped over most of my moves this time, I'm going to take this spear and I'm going to jump up and come down with it. For 23.
See if he can evade. He does.
Oh my god, this
He
guy!
kind of basically just evades the attack as you hit the ground. As he kind of dances a little bit and showmanshiping everybody around him and adding a little bit of flair to it. Ah! As he performances towards it, is it cheering, "We love you!" As he grabs the spear, kicks it on his feet, and chucks it at you.
18 is a hit. I will try to grab it out of the air and throw it down.
You do that.
20.
Smack it on the ground. Wow. You're strong, that's for sure.
I grabbed it out of the air. I'm kind of quick. I pick up his spear and out of showmanship, I toss it back to him so he has it.
He takes it.
And then I will run at him and try to slide and take out both of his legs.
Okay.
Oh god, what a 12.
12 misses completely as he just sidesteps. As you watch the rug burn between your legs, ripping your hair off.
Oh no, I just got my hair braided to prevent this.
As you're like, it's more your leg hair I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's kind of like you got like a rash now. Like kind of like a rug burn kind of thing, but like sand.
Alright.
Alright. As he tries to smack you while you're kind of down and out, as he doesn't do it painfully, but he does it in an essential way to show you that that was a mistake. As you easily roll out of it.
Yeah, I spring up and with one of my legs I try to kick him. Or does it? It has to be one of the weapons, huh?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. I'll swing around since I still have the spear. I will still try to hit him with the blunt end of it, but right in his in center mass.
You hit him.
25.
Ugh. And the first hit goes to me throws. He finally got me. No one ever hit me before. So you will,
This is the first time for everything.
so you will try to kind of rotate and spin his weapon and try to smack you really hard on your shoulder.
I don't think there's any way for me to stop that. I'll let that hit.
So it impacts into your shoulder. You feel another heavy impact as that's going to leave a mark.
Not bad. I actually felt that. I would have felt that even if I was wearing my armor. You are strong.
Of course. The spear is my spear stronger than the sword.
Let's put that to the test. I will now start swinging the sword. You see, I bring it out with a flourish, and I use all the sword techniques that I've ever used with the Titan's Bane, swinging around like a Geralt of Rivia. I swing at him for a 23.
Alright. He is going to try to evade. He does. I won't be easily hit next time, that's for sure. Especially by a sword. As he will retaliate and grab and try to jab you again into the same spot, trying to hinder that shoulder. Useless. Yeah.
Oh god, there's nothing I can do about a natural 20, I don't think.
As he smacks it hard in that spot, as you are in pain, as it rips a couple of your muscle fibers.
Second point to them.
So that's gonna leave a really dark bruise. Are you ready again? Or can you not move your shoulder?
I can keep going. But I think one more and I'm out.
I think one more on that shoulder won't harness armor for a quite couple weeks.
I might have to risk that. I'll swing again at him as best I can. 23.
Alright, he's gonna try to evade it. 17, he does not. Where do you swing him?
I swing and you see I knock down the spear and I slide it up the shaft and tap him on the side of the head. Not really hard though.
As he kind of gets dazed a little bit, sees stars as he begins to realize quickly he's kind of losing his footing. As you're both sweating and drenched. As he kind of shakes his head. That was quite quick. I guess you can learn. Let's see if you can take another blow on that shoulder. So he rotates his weapon up and smacks it hard, two-handed.
That would hit. Athletics. Oh my god.
He hits it so hard that it breaks the spear in half. As you feel the pain as a couple of the little strands of the wood sticks into your skin, bleeding a little bit, as you go down on one leg, but not fully. As you're holding the pain in as you don't want to cry it out, but you can feel every fiber begins to rip as your entire shoulder is red and blistering in pain. As you can, almost to the touch, it feels like fire.
I think that's 3 points for him, so
So, you're out. We have a winner and reigning champion still. Cassius, the Spear Storm. Good showmanship, good fight. I'm glad you didn't push me out. That would destroy my record. You can ask him his record if you want.
what is your record, by the way?
75 wins to 2.
Oh. Well, after my shoulder heals up and we come back from our quest, maybe I'll give it another try.
I hope so. That shoulder of yours, you're not a normal man. Usually, that normal people would be out for months. Likely, it'll take you a week to heal.
Some rest, I think I'll be okay.
Alright. As with that injury, even greater restoration won't heal it. It takes some healing. As if you want to play realistically, you won't be able to wear armor for a few days because you'll be in excruciating pain, and you'll have disadvantage attacks if you wear armor.
Okay.
As you just see this horrible bruise on Magni as he eventually comes to the stands, you can see up close Evie. It looks bad.
Magni, are you sure you're okay?
Yes. I don't think I'll be wearing my pauldrons anytime soon. But that won't affect me much. If anything, I'll be a little bit more stealthy.
Yeah, you'll be sleeping on the on the right side only.
Yeah, that was brutal. Can't say I envy you.
The guy was good. I could not hit him at all. Those 2 times I did, I think it was luck.
I don't think any of us would have fared any better. I think I was a beast. Agile and accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll enter session here, as we'll continue onwards next week. As we'll do the rest of the arenas and see fit. As Magni, your showmanship has given a light towards the people of Aresia. Seeing fit, people from Mythos can compete. As they stayed toe-to-toe with one of the grand champions of that tournament activity. That was pure luck, honestly. You should have won that one. I have only a +8. I was rolling really good.
Dude, you're
Yeah,
rolling
really
so
right.
good.
Nat 20s here.